A big word that's been coming up for me in business the last 6, 8 weeks has been grace, and offering room for grace, not only to yourself, to your clients, to your team members, to your vendors, to your subs, to the two dogs who are trouncing around in your office, to everybody in the operational space from top to bottom. And when I make room for grace, everything's better. Imagine that, right? Now, tell me, do you write these values down? Do you articulate them to the team? Do you collaborate with the team? You post them on the wall? I want to hear what you do with them, and I'll tell you what we've done with them.
Yeah, I mean, those are all ideas. So we just remodeled our office, and so we just got a new conference center put in, and I put some old pictures of my grandfather, my dad's company up on the wall. And the next thing we're going to do is put those mission and purpose items up on the wall, so we can all kind of look at them every day. So we just been so busy, not haven't really got everything handled. But I do it on the website. You can go to my website. You can kind of see that trust, compassion, stability, and hope are kind of the really the values of our business. And we really try to, do that every day when we're out there in front of customers and just trying to listen. And it's already hard enough, like I said, to go through these experiences. And a lot of people just kind of, almost like a volcano that just explode. And you literally have to just take the brunt of it when you're out there, and they'll just blame you, even though you're just the guy there helping clean it up. Yeah. You're the guy in the vision, at that point. And that's what I enjoy doing. My technicians enjoy it. They know it. That's kind of the feeling that you have when you get out to these locations, and they take a deep breath, and we teach them psychology and how to talk to customers and just understand that this is all about customers in the end. And I mean, we're here to serve others. So
yeah, what an amazing fit that you come from that psychological background, right? And the background of being a quarterback, and you're now essentially the quarterback of Abbott's, right? And you're training your team to be the quarterback of these remodels, these restorations. And I don't know anybody who will follow someone or listen to someone who doesn't have that EQ, right? That emotional intelligence, that ability to connect, that compassion and grace. So it's fun to talk to successful business owners about this stuff. It's fun to talk about a whole bunch of stuff and gross margins and EBITDA and blah, 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 blah. But this stuff really gets exciting to me, because this is the heart of it, right? This is the core of it, the why. And it just runs far deeper than a spreadsheet. One thing I learned from my integrator, my partner, Peter Straub, about values in particular is you can't have 20 values, right? 100 values. If you have 20 values, you have no values, right? You need to be able to articulate your top 5 values, and those are them. And everybody on the team should be able to articulate those 5 values. And they need to permeate the culture. They need to be articulated and expressed on a regular basis. And the coolest quote that Peter said to me is, values are something you're willing to lose money and friends over.
That's right.
And there it is, right? So I use the example of a salesman. If you have a sales guy on your team and he is slaying, he's just a machine, right? And his closing ratio is 99.999, right? And he makes you a boatload of money, but he doesn't operate in integrity. He doesn't treat crew members with respect. The list could go on and on. If he's not a match in your values, even if he's making you money, he's got to go.
Brought to you by SBM. Want one for your brand? Let's talk.